So for some reason my camera just cut off. It just went cling. And I'm just talking, just rattling my head off, whatever. Long walk. Report problems. This is how you report problems. With the crossing guard. Yay. When you get across before a train does come. Bing, 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 bing. Whatever, dog. I don't give a fuck. There's all red lights here. So that means the tracks they got clearance for the other direction. A one-track system, really? Come on, Cap Metro. They gotta double-track this shit eventually. Of course, it costs money to do that. Oh, let me get on home. I'm tired. But I think this walk did me good, though. And my ankle is not feeling happy either. But walking on flat surface is helping things a bit, you know. Keep the juices flowing. And I got 15% battery life left. What up? And the Windows phone's coming out soon. That's all good. Windows Phone 8. And you know, I would love to say, seriously, that Windows Phone 8 is going to kick ass. I would love to say that. And I'm going to say that I do believe that. That's actually what I believe. I believe that Windows Phone 8, along with Windows 8, is going to kick fucking ass. It's going to kick everybody else's ass. And I'm not saying that it's going to be the top seller of all mobile phones in the nation. No. No. But what it is going to do is put a dent, a nice, big knee dent into the side of their car. Like, bam! You know, if you just kick it real quick and you put a nice little dent. And this is how it's going to be. You know, right now, let's say, and I don't have the exact numbers, but Android is probably, let's say, 45%. iPhone is, let's say, 40%. Okay, now what does it add up to so far? 95, right? 2% Windows phones, 3% BlackBerry users. Now we're just talking about smartphones here, not other phones like flip phones and all that. No, we're just talking about smartphones. Symbian, we're not going to even include that. But BlackBerry still has a very big stronghold in the marketplace. They're probably not selling as much, but there are a lot of users still out there. So let's say 3% BlackBerry, 2% Windows Phone. What I believe is that it's going to reduce the numbers to like, I don't know, let's have a different numbers here. 20% Windows Phone, 30% iPhone, 30% Android. 3, 6, 9. That's 1, 2, 3, 9. That's 90. Okay. You get my point, right? It'll be something like that. 40, 40, 20. 40, 40, 20. Or more like 30, 50, 20. Something like that. In other words, it's going to put a dent. And it's going to reduce the amount of sales that iPhone has and Android. And truck passing. Sorry. Gotta let that truck pass. And a whole lot of cars and trucks. Where's it come from? Shit. Come on, Coca-Cola. Get out of my way so I can talk. Shut the hell up. Turn that fucking diesel off, that Kenworth engine that you got. Oh. Alright. Enough. Get out the way. Moving on out. Peace. Nothing to see here. All right, so what I was saying. So yeah, I really do believe set the burn across the street real quick. Okay, yeah, I really do believe that it's going to put a nice dent. So it's going to, Windows phones will increase. If you look at a pie chart, for instance, you're going to see that Windows phone is going to be, it's going to get bigger than a little tiny spaghetti going across the pie to a nice slice of pie. It's going to be a nice slice. It's not going to be the biggest slice of pie on the pie chart, okay? If you want that big slice of pie, you may want to go with Android or iPhone. But if you like that nice little small slice, and you want to play with something new and fresh, get with the Windows Phone. Seriously. And here's something else. Yes, you can make iOS work on enterprise very well. You can sort of make Android work with enterprise as well. And I mean that, sort of. Android does not work with Microsoft that well. Okay? It does not. Not that well. Yes, you can get SkyDrive. Yes, you can log into your Office 365 account through the browser, but it doesn't do the job correctly. If you really need something that works, the second best choice is to get an iPhone. iPhone has some things in iPad that will allow you to work within Microsoft SharePoint, Microsoft Exchange, Microsoft Link, and other services like that without any problems. Well, without some problems. But to keep in mind, Microsoft makes a lot of the enterprise software that your company uses. If your company uses Google services, like Google Apps, for their emails and stuff like that, then yes, get with an Android. And you can probably get away with using an iPhone. Probably. Okay, I'm just saying probably. But if your company uses Microsoft products, you are better off getting a Windows phone because guess what? Microsoft makes Windows phones. And if you work in the IT department and you make the decisions on who gets what and what gets who, I would strongly suggest Windows Phone for all your employees and staff members and team members and whatever the fuck you call them. Because it's the only thing that will work with it. For your own personal phone, if you have a work phone and a personal phone, get whatever the fuck you want. iPhone, Android, whatever. BlackBerry, whatever, okay? But for a corporate phone, get a Windows phone. And let me tell you something. For my corporate phone and personal phone, I've been going to use a Windows phone. Oh, there's only 120,000 amps. An iPhone has 700,000 amps. So, really? Is that your main concern? Oh, the Android has more apps. Oh, an iOS has more apps. And that's the only concern you have? Really? You're going to get a phone because that phone has more apps. Well, let me tell you something. Are you going to use all 700,000 apps? No, you're not. So, you're a golf player. You play golf. Do you know that there's plenty of golf programs on the Windows Phone that can do just as good as the 5,000 golf programs that iPhone has? Did you know that if you're a weightlifter Yeah, the Gold's Gym right here. If you're a weightlifter, that you can monitor all your health and everything with the 2 or 3 apps that are in the Windows Phone Marketplace, outside of the 10,000 that are in the iOS Marketplace. In other words, if it is there. If it is there. And Microsoft recently announced that 46 of the top apps of other devices are available for Windows Phone. Now, what those top 46 are, I really don't know, okay? I'm sure there's a list somewhere, but I haven't looked it up yet. Because, you know why I haven't looked it up? Because apps. I'm not worried about how many apps a phone has. Because, in my opinion, my thing, this is me personally, okay? And it may not be you, but me personally. All I need is email, Microsoft Office, on the go, calendars, note-taking, voice recording, maps, what else? And, video recording, video, so I need to record video, audio recording. Does it do 1080p? Yeah. Because then I can replace this phone, because this phone only does 480i. So if it does 1080p video, I'm good to go. That's all I need. And expandable memory. And unfortunately, the Lumia 920 doesn't have expandable memory. And why, Nokia? Why did you do that? I don't know. Nokia, there are a couple things that you are doing wrong, okay? You could have added expandable memory anyway. Because why not? 32 gigs built into the phone, drop in the 64 gig, and guess how much you got? That's a lot of memory. I can't do the calculation on top of my head, but that's a lot, right? So I don't understand why the 920 doesn't have expandable memory. But anywho, the Windows Phone 8X, I believe, does have expandable memory. I don't think it's removable memory, which means that you can take it out on the fly. But I do believe you can stick in a card and leave it in permanently, and it's your 64 gigs added to your 32 gigs, I think. I have to look that up. I'm not 100% sure about that. But the thing is, and I'm going on 12 minutes here. I'm almost home, so as soon as I get around this little corner here, I'm going to stop. You pick whatever phone you feel is right for you, basically. That's all that comes down to it, because only you will be happy with what you're comfortable with, what you are comfortable with. I only know from my own experience, and I'll tell you what I've worked on. I had a BlackBerry Curve through work. I've had my own personal iPhone 3GS. I currently have an Android Gingerbread 2.3. Let me see, I'm trying to think. iPhone 3GS, BlackBerry, I think that's it. Android Gingerbread 2.3. Oh, and a Windows Phone 7. And I was able to upgrade to Windows Phone 7.1 before I lost it. I never experienced Windows 7.5. I will say that. Alright, I'm almost home, folks, so peace out. And I'll see you Wednesday morning. Peace. Oh yeah, whoever's president, well, you're going to be our next president. Sometime in Jan. Alright, peace.